Hi, I'm Jeff McErlain, and welcome to the Blues Survival Guide for Lead Guitar. I remember when I was coming up learning how to play the blues, I was primarily influenced by the British blues rocker guys, like Beck, Clapton, and Page, and of course Hendrix, David Gilmour, guys like that who were really steeped in the blues. So what I started to do was to analyze what a lot of my favorite players were doing, and you can tell that's what guys like Stevie Ray Vaughan and Joe Bonamassa have done. They've studied all their heroes. So by watching and listening to these guys really carefully, I started to think about, well, how is he bending that string? What scale is he using? Where is he coming in? When is he not playing? All those really, really important elements. And I've tried to put all these together in this survival guide. I've broken down this course into two sections. The first section, I give you 35 essential soloing concepts that cover things like scales, bends, vibrato, phrasing, and dynamics. In the second section, we'll take all of those 35 concepts and apply them to 10 soloing studies. We'll work through a jazzy minor blues in B flat. We'll use some octaves and we'll outline the chord voicings by using the thirds. We'll go through a straight rock blues, and in this one, I'm going to show you how to tweak your third. I'm going to use some double stops, half-step bends, whole step bends, and we're going to work on tweaking our flat 7. We'll work through a classic Texas blues in the style of Stevie Ray Vaughan and Albert King, and to get into those really cool in-between bends that those guys are really famous for. We'll work on the crowd-pleasing up-tempo shuffle blues, and here I'm drawing on Albert Collins' use of vibrato and bends. I'll take you through a classic minor blues. In this case, we're going to really dig in on dynamics. We're going to use our fingers instead of a pick. We're going to use some half-step bends and whole-step bends to really dig inside the inner workings of the chords. Classic call and response blues, which is exceptionally important. With this study, we learn how to come in and out at the right time and be aware of where we are in the song so we don't step on anybody's toes. In Big Bend Blues, I'm going to talk about a number of things. The most importantly is the use of bends, keeping them in tune, seeing what bend options we have out of a pentatonic scale, and getting the vibrato spot on. I'll take you through the thirds and sixths in a slow blues in G. This is one of my favorite things to do because it really straddles the line between lead playing and rhythm playing. And I show you a really cool turnaround just using thirds by moving your fingers very minimally from one chord to the next. To wrap it up, we'll check out a Southern rock vamp. And here we're going to use the major pentatonic, the major blues scale, and the dominant pentatonic scale. I've included some really helpful charts, diagrams, and exercises, and all the studies will be notated in standard notation, tab, and guitar profile. I've also included all the rhythm tracks that I used throughout the course. Enough of me talking about this. Go ahead and grab your guitar and let's get started.